All right, folks, Jeff London back with another video. Real quick, before we jump into the video, do me a quick favor, click the subscribe button, hit the like button if the video was good. If you thought it was dope, say, hey man, this joint was dope. Also, folks, I got my muscle building program. I'm super excited about this program and I'm proud of it. I have an 8-week muscle building program for all my fellas. Ladies, I got something coming for you soon, but this is for the fellas. I got to do something for my fellas out there. Boop, boop, yay, yay. I give you an entire workout program. I tell you, I give you all the exercises you need to build muscle. Put together a whole program for you folks. I tell you how many reps, how many sets. I even structure different workout technique strategies, like supersets, for example, reverse pyramid strategies, a whole 9 yards. Rest periods. I tell you how long you should be resting in between your workout. And this thing is money back guaranteed, folks. If you follow this and you don't build muscle after about 3 or 4 weeks, you don't start seeing changes. Of course, in 4 weeks, you're not gonna see drastic changes. I'll give you your money back gladly. All right, so I'm gonna put a link in the description below. Video demonstrations to each workout. This thing is dope. As a lot of you guys know, I'm a personal trainer, one of the best top 5 dead or alive in the world. The name of my personal training company is called Quick Body Solution here in New York City. And I worked with a variety of people, but one of the #1 requests I get when I work with someone is about this lower belly fat or side fat, this love handles. And I just wanna talk about that real quick. So, here's the thing, when it comes to fat, right? If you have a little bit of piece of fat on your lower belly or on your arms, you got some flab underneath your arms or you got some love handle action there, it's very difficult to spot loss, fat loss, right? It's hard to just say, hey, I'm gonna lose fat right there because it just doesn't work like that. The way the fat loss process works is when you lose fat in one place, you lose fat all over. But you can focus on certain areas a little bit more. Same thing with muscle too. You could focus on your arm if you have lagging body parts. Like for years I had a lagging chest. My chest just was not growing. So I focused on it more. I added more reps on there, more volume on my chest. So there are things you can do to focus on the lower belly fat. I want to give you a couple exercises you can do to help you with lower belly fat. But before we even jump into that, this is not the elixir. This is not like a magic pill. You got to get the diet right for that belly. You got to get that diet right. If you want this lower belly fat to go away, the #1 thing you could do is reduce the amount of calories you're taking in, increase your activity. You could do one or the other, you could do both in conjunction, which is what I recommend. But diet is the key. And with that said, you want to find out what your maintenance calories are, right? In order to do that, just go to a random calorie calculator, insert your data. They're going to ask you some questions, how old you are, how tall you are, how much you weigh, your level of activity. And it's going to spit out some numbers to you, right? And one of those numbers, it may spit out your maintenance calories, right? Your maintenance calories are how many calories you need just to maintain your current body weight. So let's use me, right? I'm 220 pounds. So let's say my maintenance calories are just 3,000 and my body's gonna look the same without doing nothing. Now, what else a calorie calculator will do is calculate your deficit calories. It's gonna say, hey, you gotta take this amount of calories each day to lose weight. You don't have to do anything. If you consume this amount of calories, you will lose weight. So that's one way you could go about it. So let's say for me, my maintenance calories, let's say, are 3,000. These are just random numbers. These aren't accurate. Anything below 3,000, I lose weight. But let's say I want to go on a moderate fat loss. It would say, hey, take in 2,750 calories each day. You'll lose weight moderately. All right, so that's one way you could go about calculating your calories. Another way you could go about doing it, and it's the way I recommend, I would just track everything that you eat for a week. I'd get like an app like MyFitnessPal, and every day I would track what I eat every day. And at the end of the week, I would look at the average amount of calories I've taken on a daily basis. And then I would just decrease the amount, right? So let's say that average is 3,000. I would decrease it about 200 to 250 calories each day. Not crazy. You don't want to go on an aggressive fat loss, man. I'm telling you, it's not sustainable. You don't want to starve yourself, man. You're going to do this moderately, man. Don't be aggressive because one, you're probably not going to stick to some aggressive fat loss, and two, your body will plateau quicker. On a scientific level, you'll plateau. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But anyway, so back to lower belly fat, exercises for lower belly fat. So any exercise pretty much where you're bringing the legs above the waistline is gonna help hit that lower belly fat. So mountain climbers are a great exercise for that. Leg lifts from the bar. If you're hanging on the bar and you're swinging your legs up and down, great exercise. Another exercise are knee lifts, right? If you're on machine, that dip machine, or you have that Bosu ball machine and you're holding it like this, raising your knees up, great exercises. Or you could do stuff on the floor. You could do leg lifts on the floor. You could do alternating flutter kicks on the floor. You could do high knees, variations of mountain climbers. You could do knee tucks where you jump up and tuck your knee. A bunch of different exercises. But what you really want to do is try to get those knees to drive past your waistline or just raise them up. And if you don't get them past the waistline, that's fine, but as close as possible. All right? Hopefully that was helpful, folks. If it was, do me a favor, hit that like button.